Alright guys, Surefire Mini 2. Let's get into it. Alright you guys, Surefire SOCOM 556 Mini 2. Definitely pleased with my purchase. Got a bunch of different Surefire silencers and used to run the Surefire 556 RC2 on this one, as well as on my 14.5 and 10.3. Now that RC2 is dedicated to my 10.3 rifle, and picked up the Mini 2 primarily to give me a shorter overall setup and lighter setup and everything. As you can see that the RC2 is definitely a little bit longer and obviously heavier. Despite the baffle reduction and everything, I'm still getting a really good signature reduction and suppression out of this particular silencer and everything. Thought I'll go ahead and go over the host rifle that it's primarily being used on in this video. And this is also dedicated to this rifle, so it's primarily where this particular can lives. What we got here is this rifle set up to be kind of my DMR setup. And what it's affixed to is a Surefire Closedtine flash hider, followed by a 16-inch 5.56 1-in-7 twist barrel with a mid-length gas system, a standard full-mass BCG, a Radiant Raptor SD charging handle, H2 buffer, and Geisley spring. I do keep her a little bit over gas for just overall reliability and everything. I have zero issues with overall functionality of my setup, but you will notice that she is overgassed, and what you'll see is that ejection pattern being anywhere from that like 130 to 230 and everything like that. But let's go ahead and jump into some footage I have showing its capabilities. Despite videos usually don't do the greatest job of that, still going to go ahead and show you that now. Alright, you guys, suppression capabilities. It's a K-Can. It's the Mini 2. If you're going for absolute quiet, choose something else. There's definitely quieter suppressors out there. If you must have Surefire and you want the quietest 5.56 one, go with the RC2 then. I've noticed, at least on the 14.5 and 16 inch, the RC2, which may not show in this video, is a tad bit quieter than the Mini 2, but in my opinion, on the 14.5, 16 inch, not enough to make it beneficial, at least to me, where I could lose length and weight with the Mini 2 and have a pretty decent suppression and overall signature reduction. Hopefully the video is able to provide a good example for you. I've noticed that anytime I can get further away from things being surrounding me, walls, trees, mountains, and stuff like that, I could actually get away without any EarPro whatsoever. As those things close in on me, then no, I definitely recommend some sort of EarPro and everything like that, just to protect your hearing. But I also got some footage of shooting inside my vehicle to kind of help simulate vehicle, or such as inside of a home or building. How'd you get suppression inside a vehicle or inside a confined space? I'll start off with the 10.3, which is not recommended by Surefire, and that sucker was loud and obnoxious, and also had fireballs coming right out the front. Jumping into, after that, went into the unsuppressed, with everything after that being the 16-inch rifle and everything. Know that I had Surefire EarPro in. I was rocking our EP7s. I'm a huge fan of Surefire EarPro. Been wearing them past, I think it's been like almost 20 years now. Used their EP4s my entire military career, and was a huge fan of those. Struggled finding those to replace them when I got out and picked up EP3s. I totally do not recommend those ones whatsoever. Used those ones for some time, and man, my hearing's kind of shot now a little bit after multiple years of using those. EP7s I picked up, I don't know, 4 months ago or something like that, and been definitely impressed as far as hearing protection. We'll ramble off into this real quick to help kind of give a baseline of my experience within that footage you just seen. EP7s, what are they? They are Surefire's EarPro straightforward ear protection. Unlike the EP4s and EP3s, they are not comms compatible. They are not duty style. They provide zero situational awareness. They're only designed for hearing protection and everything. So now from there, jumping into the unsuppressed with the Surefire EP7s inside the vehicle. Holy cow. Ringing in the ears, and that lasted, I don't know, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, whatever. Not recommended. After that, went ahead and threw on the Mini 2 followed by the RC2. Know that in the moment, I could not tell the difference between the two whatsoever. The video, it's probably my external mic. It's a cheap one. My external mic or my audio, whatever it is, I think what it is it is picking up the concussion causing the vehicle to rattle and everything. Me shooting in the moment, I don't hear that. It's just in the actual audio feedback and everything like that on the recording and everything. So shooting the Mini 2, I did have slight ringing, but it did not last nowhere near as long. It was kind of like instant, like a little ring and it was gone. Moving into the RC2. I don't know about you guys, I couldn't tell the difference in the video and everything. Once again, in the moment, I couldn't tell the difference between the Mini 2 and the RC2. But in that moment, as far as suppression goes, I couldn't tell. As far as my ears, I had zero ringing, zero discomfort whatsoever with the Surefire EP7 EarPros in while shooting the RC2. If that helps whatsoever. Overall, Overall, I'm a huge fan of Surefire. I am a Surefire fanboy. I think I got like four different Surefire suppressors and everything. I do recommend this can. If you told me you want the quietest can out there, man, get the Polonium K or something like that. If that's what you're trying to get, a short, small K can, and you want quiet, go with the Polo K. Heard that one's quieter and everything. But overall, definitely impressed with my purchase. I'm a fan of Surefire's 556 lineup of suppressors. Really want to try their SV2. But thought I'll put this video out there for any one of you who are interested in this can, and my feedback might possibly help. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.